Welcome back to another Flutter Form tutorial video. In this episode, let's learn how we can add forms in Flutter. In Flutter, we create forms by using the form widget as a container, which groups and manages the state of multiple form fields. The primary widget used are text form widget for input and a global key to uniquely identify the form and also to interact with the form state such as for validation and saving data. So if you want to follow along, create a new Flutter project and you can name it Flutter_form. You can select the option empty template and then inside of your lib folder, create a new subfolder called pages. Inside of this subfolder, let's create a new file and you can name this form_page. So we need to create a stateful widget because forms internally need to manage state. So create a stateful widget, changing the name right here to be form page. And here, let's create a page first by using the scaffolding widget. So right here, we provide the app bar property and also the body property. So for the app bar property, create a new app bar and then call the title. You can make this a constant text widget. And then for the text, this will be form overview. Then right here for the body, we can call a container widget. Let's provide the margin property. You can call the edgely set.symmetric. And here horizontally, I want the margin to be 16, but vertically, I want the margin to be 20. So right here inside of this app bar widget, let's also define a background color. So we can use color dot and style from RGBO. Here we need to provide the color for the red, then the green will be 19 and the blue will be 39, and for the opacity the value will be 1. For the foreground color, you can use colors.white. So inside of our container widget, we can call the child widget. And this child widget will be our form widget. Again, we'll use this form widget as a container to wrap all our text input fields inside of it. So if you hover over it, you will see we have to provide this required child. So this child can be a column widget, or if you have an extensive form, you can use a list view widget. They both have this children property right here. So inside of it, we can specify your input fields for your form. We also need to define a key to uniquely identify our form and also to apply validation and save these form values. So for that, come right here. Let's create a new variable. This will be final private form key. This will be equal to global key. And then we need to provide the state form right here. So now copy this variable right here and then assign it to this key. So now in combination with the form widget, we need the text form widget. So come right here, call text form widget or text form field widget. In this episode, we're not gonna focus inside of this widget, but now we have this property right here, decoration. This will take the input decoration class. And here you can provide the label text. For this first one, let's call this email. Let's add a comma right here. Call a constant size box widget. So call the height property. The value will be 20. And then copy this text form field and apply it right here. For the second one, this will be password. We can also copy right here the size box widget and paste it after the password field. So now save everything, copy the name of your class, and let's call it inside of this main dot. So come right here, paste it, and make sure you import your widget. So now save everything, reload your app, As you can see right here, we have this email and this password field. So now we need to save the data that we get right here when the user inserted the value. So for that, let's use an elevated button. So come right here, call a container widget. Let's provide the width property. This will be double dot infinity. And then call the margin property, call the edgely set dot symmetrically, and just define horizontally the margin to be 8 pixel. So then call the child, and this will be the elevated button. So inside of this onPress, let's define this callback. And inside of it, we'll call this form key, and then manage the state of the form to save our data. So right here, make this one a constant text, and then the value will be submit. So right here, before we save the data, we'll do a condition right here. If our form key dot the current state, add exclamation mark to make sure the current state is not null, and then we can call this method right here, this validate. So if the form is valid, meaning this will return it true, we can come right here and do form key dot current state. Now call this save method. Again, add exclamation mark right here. So after that, let's display a response to the user. So for that, you can call this scaffolding messenger dot off, provide the context, and do call this method show snack bar, and here we create a new widget, the snack bar widget. So for the content, this can be a constant text widget, and let's say form successfully submitted, add exclamation mark, add a semicolon right here. So now save everything and let's test our form. But before that, let's apply some styles to the elevated button. So right here, copy the name of this class elevated button, and then do a dot and use this static matrix style from here. You can copy the same color for the background and the foreground color as we define inside of this happy bar widget. So just paste it right here. Let's format our document. So save everything. So now let's do right here. This will be DEVDSNDUO at gmail.com, and this can be password. So when you submit it, you will see right here this snack bar form successful submitted. So now notice we have a problem right here. Even though we are submitting the form, we still have these input fields with the data. So to reset it after we click on submit it, you can come right here after this showing scaffolding messenger. You can do right here the form key dot current state, add exclamation mark, and do dot and call this reset method. This reset method will reset all the values for your input fields inside of your form. So save everything. Let's reload our app. Let's try it one more time. DEVDSNDUO at gmail.com. And then for the password, this will be password. So click on submitted. You see the message right here and the form is submitted. So this is how we can work with forms in Flutter. First of all, you need a stateful widget, and then call your form widget. We need to define a key, so you need to create a global key to uniquely identify your form and also to apply some validation inside of your submit button. Then inside of your child widget, you can call a column widget or a list view widget, and here you specify your forms fields. Right here we have text form field for email and also for the password. So this is it for this video. In the next video, let's learn how we can customize this text input field form right here, and also how we can apply validation. As you can see, we have no validation applied. So when the user submit an empty form, we can still see this message right here, form submit successfully. So this is it for this video. If you find this video useful, give a like and also subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can get notification when new videos are coming out, and also share this video with a friend so you can help our channel grow so we can bring more videos to you. This is it. See you on the next one.